So I'm just going to show you an everyday makeup routine that I do. Just use my MSF Natural in Medium Plus, and I just use any old brush here. I'm using the Sephora Professional Powder Brush, number 50, and I just really get it in and dust it all over my face. It's nothing like too crazy or too hard to do, and I just apply it mostly on the areas where I get oily, like my T-zone, and then a bit on top of my cheeks, just because I get a bit red there, and you want to cover and buff it in really nicely. What I do next is I go for my bronzer, which is Dior, and it is the Essential Bronzing Powder in Light Tan, number 20, and I just get an angled brush like this, swirl it in, and then I put it on the highest points of my cheeks, so you can see it right there, and it just gives, I use it to like contour, to make my cheeks look a little bit more slender, because I do have kind of padded apples. Then I go in with my Sonia Kashuk number 14 brush. I keep calling it number 14 because I think it is, because that's my favourite number, so I think that's why I remember it. And then NARS Penny Lane cream blush, and I really just work this in to get a little bit. With this cream blush, this brush picks up just the right amount, no matter how hard you do it. And I tend to put this right pretty much on top of the bronzer, but not all the way through. So I do it on the top half of where I place the bronzer. So on the apples of my cheeks again. Amazing. And I use like a paddle brush. This is MAC 134. And I dip it in on the sides where the shortest hairs are, just to grab it the most. And then again, I just apply it right on top of that Penny Lane, and sweep it all the way across, again on top of that bronzer. So the bronzer is like providing that like sort of glow, that sort of tanned colour. Then on top I put the pink, then on top of that I put this nude colour, and it just really gives that real nice warmth, that real glow, and I absolutely love it. And again, this is like such a great blush to like contour as well. I love it. See, so now you can see with that buff on top, now you can see where I've applied Penny Lane and where I've applied the bronzer, and what colour it sort of gives and what sort of gradient, and it looks very, very beautiful. Then as an under eye concealer, I use Laura Mercier Secret Concealer in number 3. Just dab a little on and place it right underneath my eyes. Again, as I said, this is tacky, so it sticks and stays on all day, but it's enough where it's creamy enough, or it can be moved and blendable enough anyway, so that you can move it around your eyes. And I really like this. Again, I said I don't really suffer from dark circles, but I suffer from like thinness in that area, and it just tidies up. It really widens, like awakens me really nicely, and it doesn't look like I've got anything on there, so it's really nice cover up. I really, really enjoy this. So as you can see, I already look a little bit cleaner. It's not necessarily that you'd be able to always point out that it was the concealer that did that. And then I use my Laura Mercier Secret Brightening Powder, and I use it with the Laura Mercier Camouflage Powder Brush. It's just kind of like a flat paddle brush. You don't have to get this one, just use any old one. And I grab about that much, and then I place it starting from the bottom and then bringing it up. And that way, if I place it a little bit lower, that's where like the light will reflect, and it will make me look a lot wider awake and just more brighter. And then I bring it down to that triangle point. So I don't do an exact triangle, I just bring it down to a point eventually, and make sure that I did cover where I put that concealer. So you can't see that it's in a triangle point, so don't worry. It just extends it down lower so that you have that highlight right there. And then if I really want to, and I think I'll just do it for the purpose of this video, I'll use my NARS Luxor highlighter, and I just get a little bit on my ring finger, and I put it right here on the apples of my cheeks, or the top parts of the apples of my cheek, where I haven't applied any blush. And this will just lighten up that area and kind of join them together, so it doesn't look like you've just got something right here and you've got nothing here. There's something here, even though it's hardly visible, it's very subtle, but it just kind of ties it in, and I push it into the back, kind of blending it with the rest of the stuff. And can you see it just giving me a really nice hit of like a luminosity? So that's basically the face done. This takes like 2 seconds, but obviously with explaining and everything, it's just going to take ages. Urban Decay Primer Potion, and I place this on my lids just like that, 2 strokes. I just go ahead and do my highlighting for my brow. And this is the Anastasia Camel one, so you can see how it is, quite bright. And then with my ring finger again, and in the slanting motion, I just push that up into my brow. And it kind of takes it away, but still highlights really well. It's so great, right? Then my Benefit Fawn Over Me sort of velvety eyeshadow with my Japanesque brush, which is number 230, my favourite brush. And this is this colour. It's kind of just like a taupey colour. And I grab like a good amount on, and then I just pat it basically the first third of my lid. Then from my NYX palette, which is Jazz Night, I'll use the other side of the brush, and I'll just go for this more like purpley, it's got a little hint of pink in it, really pretty. And I use this because of what I'm wearing today, and this is very subtle, and it's kind of the same sort of consistency or finish as Fawn Over Me, and so you can blend them in really nicely, and they kind of look like they're part of each other's collection. So I bring that and fill up the rest, and then I kind of bring it over. So I really like that, and this just brightens up and kind of starts to match up with what I'm wearing. I have this matte brown colour, and I dip in a little bit, say that much, and then I start applying this on the crease just to give a little bit of definition. Just warms up the whole look. I need it to be a little bit more warmer, otherwise I can look quite ghostly, quite washed out. I need that definition on my eyes. Like, I just focus it mostly on the crease area, but I bring up a little bit on the brow bone, like the lower brow bone. So it just makes my eyes look a little bit bigger, it makes my eyelid look a little bit more, and yeah. Stila Topaz eyeliner. This just opens up the look, especially since I've smoked it out with the brown. And this is just a great day sort of look with the Stila Topaz. Then I'll use my Lancome Art Liner. I'll just apply it like probably halfway and very thinly, just to give a little bit of definition and a little bit of thickness. So just halfway of my eye, I didn't fully cover it, and it's very, very thin. It's hardly noticeable, but it just gives you that little depth. Then I'll get my grease paint stick in Dirty, my favourite thing at the moment. And I'll just apply this right at the bottom of my lashes and smudge that out. I'm just going to use my Double Twist Mascara by Revlon. And I'm going to apply that, and I love this mascara, even though it's very hard to work with, and I don't think a lot of people like it because well, my one clumps, but my sister's doesn't, so I don't know if it's just mine or hers will clump later, and it just really fans out my eyelashes really nicely and has an intense blackness to it. And I'm done, and all I'll use is this MAC Frankly Fresh lip gloss from the Liberty of London collection, just to give me like a smooth over. It's just a nice neutral colour. And there you have it. So that's just like an everyday makeup routine, or a neutral routine, or just something really, really simple to do. I hope you liked it. It kind of matches my outfit. It's by J. Crew. It's just a t-shirt. Has like all these splotches, but they're all glittery. Looks really nice. I had this gold pendant with gold chain, gold pendant, and these diamonds. Then I have my Swarovski gold chain with a crystal. You know what's on my face. My hair is just very normal curly with this little pin, which I will take out. I just had it on for the video. And that's my hair there. And then just the same shorts that I was wearing yesterday because I wasn't feeling very well. So I just kept the same outfit going on, so that dip dye look. Yeah, and if you'd like to see any more looks, please let me know, because I kind of really like doing them. I'm not very good at them, but what I do I like, so hopefully I will see you in the next video. Take care and bye.